What's going on YouTube? John here, back again with another strategy video. This time we have our Battle Royale 12-0 draft strategy. This is in wake of a couple days ago, this new 99 Johnny Bench coming out. He's already 90, I mean not 90, 60, I can't even count, 600k. He's cheaper than literally everybody else because this card is absolute garbage. But anyway, so this video is basically just going to be a strategy of how you can go 12-0. My resume, I have gone 12-0 twice this year. I haven't played way too much BR. Actually, let me correct myself. I have played way too much BR, way more than I probably should have. To be completely honest, I'm 58th in wins. I have a record of 756 and 442. So that is 314 games over 500. And I've played 1,198 games, and that's way too much. But anyway, so I hit 418 pitch with an 8.45 ERA. Pitching is never something you're going to get in BR. But anyway, so in the past 24 hours, I have a 5-0 run I just lost. I went 9-0 and then lost one at 10-0. And then I got to 11-1 and then I lost. But I went 12-0 last night. So my resume is pretty astounding, outstanding, whatever. And I'm also good with these cards. This Alomar, I haven't used this Wagner. I have for an inning. He's actually decent. Donaldson, I'm actually good with these cards. So without further ado, I'm going to get into my draft strategy. This is going to be a 10-minute video. That's my plan. But we're just going to go into the strategy that I have in drafting the really good teams. Now, to start off, you're going to want your team to have 70 plus power, unless it's like a very speedy team, and then like 70 pitching. That's what you want. Now, you're going to want to choose 3 starting pitchers that you can use on a regular basis, because once you get to your game 7 or game 8, if you get that far, your pitching is going to be out of sorts. So your first 5 games, you can go 1 starter, 2 starter, 3 starter, 1 starter, 2 starter, 3 starter. And then after that, it just turns mumbo jumbo with all the energy stuff. And so that's why you're going to need an opener sometimes. So you're going to want 4 usable relievers along with 2 silvers or higher in your rotation, and then a bronze, so maybe like a 74 like Alec Mills or something like that. So you're just going to want to have like 3 guys that you can trust. So 2 silvers and a bronze is what I like to do. And then in your pen, you want 4 out of the 7 guys in there. You want to be able to trust them. You want 2 or 3 of them to be lefties. I like to go with 3 just because I use lefties pretty often. So let's see what our first round is. This is not a pretty first round at all. This is Hershiser, Posey, Jackie Robinson, and Trammell. Now, Jackie Robinson and Trammell, Jackie Robinson's obviously better. I've used Jackie more. He's 242 plate appearances. He's hitting 403. This is a very good card. Trammell's also not bad. Posey is okay, but the catchers you're going to be looking for in BR are going to be like Gary Sanchez as a bronze. You're going to be looking for Garver. I know he's up today. And you're definitely not going to be looking for Hershiser. So we're going to go with Jackie Robinson here. He's probably going to be our leadoff hitter, but we're going to see if we can just build around him. Second round, we got Barrios. We got Jose Berrios without the rolled R's. John Franco, Ahmed Rosario, and Cespedes. So we're going to rule out Ahmed Rosario, minus 10 versus righties, and he's not that good anyway. Cespedes, I'm not going to rule him completely out because he's not bad. I'm going to look for him. There's 9 silver rounds, so I want to look for Cespedes because he is not actually a bad card. Franco is a lefty. I don't pitch particularly well with him, but then again, I don't pitch particularly well with anybody, and I just want to search for a better lefty like Aaron Bummer in that silver round. So I'm going to go with Barrios right here. He's nasty. 4-seam slurve, 2-seamer changeup. He's pretty easy to control with, and that's just a really card that you're going to want to use. He's probably going to end up being the ace. Pick number 3, we got our common round. So this doesn't really matter. This is the first common round. We're not looking for anything here. There's a lefty right here, but he's not the lefty material that I'm looking for. We're going to take the starting pitcher. Like I said, we're going to probably use those 2 common rounds in the starting pitching spot, and then 3 usable pitchers. Now, this is an interesting round. This is Bundy. I haven't used this Bundy. This is Matt Wieters, who's decent. This is Sandoval, who's oh, wow, okay. And then there's Dansby. Now, it's a bit of a dilemma because I can pick any Bundy. We're going to rule out. I don't like taking diamond starting pitchers. If I take a diamond pitcher, it's going to be in the bullpen, and even then I don't want to do it. But anyway, so Wieters, it's between Wieters, Sandoval, and Dansby. The main pick I would pick Sandoval for is probably because he can play catcher. So another reason I might not want to take him is because I still have 8 silver rounds. If I get like Garver or Carlos Santana or Schwarber there, I'm probably going to want to put them at catcher. But Sandoval can also play first and third base. He's actually a secondary catcher, primary position third base. Dansby's a very good card with a very good swing. But I'm going to go with Sandoval right here. He's just very good. I know his swing is beautiful. 650, 23 plate appearances. I cannot like compete with that at all. We're going to take him. He's probably going to be in the top 3 of the lineup. Ooh, okay. Now, there's some rules in BR. When you get one of them, one of the main ones is in your silver round. When you get Soler, Encar, Nacion, or Sano, you automatically pick them, and that is going to be the case here. Markakis, I'm automatically ruling him out. Definitely not going to pick him at this point. Darren O'Day is actually not a bad pick. We're not tracking ERA, so a lot of people, the mistake, I'm going to make a video on this soon, the mistake a lot of people make in judging their pitchers is that they go by what their ERA is. So if you look at Darren O'Day on paper and you see 36 innings, 3-2, 7 saves, 5.25 ERA, then you would probably say he's not a good pitcher. Except he's also facing dudes like 99 Mike Trout or Babe Ruth, and he's like good against like a lot of other guys. So Darren O'Day is actually a very good option. Wainwright might get a slight upgrade. Today's Thursday. This video is probably going to get out Friday morning. And Wayno is probably going to get a slight upgrade, maybe to a 78, because he threw a complete game the other day. So I would look out for Wayno to go up. And if you're, like, sometimes when I'm playing BR, most of the time when I like to play, I usually go with, like, when it's Thursday, you know, I have school during the day. So I get on around 3 o'clock. So I like to go on Thursday to Fridays. I'd usually like to go with guys that are probably going to go up in the roster update, because that's going to be like an extra gold or an extra diamond. But we're going to go Encar right here, +8 today. As you can see, this card absolutely tears up. And +8 versus righties, we'll love to see that. He'll probably be in the starting lineup. Next pick we have, this is an interesting gold round. Bueller is automatically ruled out. He's absolutely terrible. Salvador Perez is actually not bad, but like I said, we got our catcher already in Sandoval. Corey Seager is actually very interesting because he might go diamond, and he's +13 versus lefties. So I think I'm going to take Seager right here just because he's going to go diamond. And Ian Happ is also a very good pick right now. His swing is very good, switch hitter. His defense is just a little bit bad out there, and I want my center fielder to be able to play very good defense. He can also play second, third, left, and right along with center field, so you like to see that. But I'm just going to go with Corey Seager here. We're going to go with Zach Britton right here off the bat. That's the first thing I noticed off my mind. Hunter Renfroe earlier in the year probably would have been the pick, but he's major struggling right now. He's -6 versus lefties, and that's all I really want him for is versus lefties off the bench and as a defensive substitution. He's not terrible even though he's down, but I just like the lefty better. I'm going to get like 3 lefties, and Britton's going to be one of them because he's very good. Roberto Perez, like I said, still don't need a catcher, and Fultonevich is just not that effective. Alright, this is an interesting one. I don't really know. We got our catcher, like I said. Now, the thing with catchers, so with a guy like Mitch Garver or Kyle Schwarber as your catcher, you're probably going to want to look as a backup catcher for a bronze or a common backup catcher just in case you want a pinch runner. We're not going to look for that yet, and we're not going to go with Taylor Trammell for speed yet either. We're actually going to go with Ian Anderson right here. He's very nasty. 4-seam changeup, 12-6, 2-seam. That's not the best mix you can come up with, but his motion's nasty, and I know how to pitch with him. Make sure you go check out that debut video. It's like 3 videos back. I posted that a couple weeks ago, and Ian Anderson's just really good. So he's going to be that bronze, I think. He's going to be that bronze that's going to come in and pitch like the 3rd game, I think. I got to see how this team shapes up, though. I think this is a toughie. Montgomery's not terrible. Tapia is not terrible. But, Castillo, he's a left. 30-38 ERA. What? Okay, I can't do that to myself. But Clint, when I went 11-1 earlier today, Clint was my first bench bat. +14 versus righties brings him up to a nice 9, if I can count, 92, 988. His swing is so good too. I gotta cop him on the bench. Next pick, this is a bit of a toughie one. Puig, even though he doesn't have a team, is getting inside edge, which is weird. He's +4 versus righties. Still not going to look for that right now. Kyle Lewis is down -4 versus left. Doesn't really affect him too much, but I still don't really like his swing. He has a big leg kick in it. Brebbia is not the 20. Dude, what are my ERAs? Brebbia is not the worst. +5 overall. Okay, that's nice. But Corbin Burns, his movement is decent on his pitches. I'm going to go with Brebbia here. He's going to be one of the 4 or 5 guys that I'm going to trust out that pen. And round number 11, second gold round. Castillo, 17. Oh, my goodness, my ERAs. Tommy Canley is here too. Robert +10 versus lefties. He might, he's not going diamond. But Robert is very good. He was on that 12-1 team. So I'm going to go ahead and take Robert here. Griffey Sr. is just not a good option for BR right now, so I'm not going to take him. We're going to take Robert here. He's going to play center field. 87 fielding. Absolutely beautiful. Now we got, this is actually a pretty good bronze round, I'm not going to lie. Seawald isn't bad. We already have our bronze in the rotation, though. Diekman, a lot of guys love Diekman. I'm thinking he's my first option right now. I just got to see some inside edges. I don't think Barnes is going to be that backup catcher. But Hunter Pence, oh my goodness, 508 and 60 plate appearances. That's gross. I don't need a bench bat yet, though. I'm going to look in that silver round for Silver CJ Crone for a bench bat versus lefties. But Diekman's going to be the move right here. Lefty number 2. Now we're only going to be looking for one more lefty, and we're not going to actively search out for it. Now, round 13, we got Dylan Cease, who is not bad. I don't know why I say that about everybody. Kenyon Middleton's not that good. Carson Kelly, not that good. Luplo is not bad. He's my bench bat versus lefties now because he's got very good attributes versus lefties. I'm going to take him, even though he's up versus righties today. That just makes him all the more dimensional. So this round, this is not a good gold round in my opinion. This is Tony Gonsolin. This is Al Leiter, who I haven't pitched with yet, the gold. Brad Hand and Yasmani Grandal. I already have a catcher, like I said. Brad Hand is going to be the move here, which I really don't like, but I have to. He's going to be that last lefty. He's going to be my best reliever in the pen, and so I'm going to use him situationally. And here we have another lefty, Daniel Norris. We're not going to take him. Johnny Pareda, I think now would be a decent time to take a backup catcher, but we're not going to do that either because we also got to look at our lineup. We have 2 guys that are not righties, so we got to switch that up for sure. Kinsler is down today, -5. That's not terrible, so I might take him if he pops up in my other 4 bronze rounds. But I'm also going to look at Brady Singer right now because he's due to get an upgrade. He's been pitching absolutely great. He just dealt against the Tigers the other day. So we're going to take him, hope he gets an upgrade tomorrow, and because he's just a good pitcher. Yes, I know I have 2 bronzes in the rotation now. That's just something I don't want to see, so I'm going to have to locate with these guys. I'm going to take Stecken Ritter right here. He's a nice reliever. And so now we're winding down in this draft. Austin Nola plays everywhere. I don't really like his swing too much, though. Leclerc is not bad attribute-wise, but control-wise he is. I'm going to go Raisel Iglesias here. He's a nice all-around reliever for BR purposes. And so we're probably going to take one more guy that we can trust in our pen. And that's probably going to be Chris Martin. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness gracious. That's a terrible ERA. Dude, it gets... Oh, dude. Why am I so bad at pitching? Somebody comment me some pitching tips, please. I need them. But we're going to take Chris Martin here, our last reliever. Our pen is looking pretty good. We got our 3 lefties. We got 4, 5, 6 guys we can trust. That's very, very good. James McCann +6. I've seen a lot of guys being good with McCann lately. But Brad Keller's actually looking good on inside edge, so I'm going to take him. So our rotation's done. Our bullpen's done. So now we got to work on the lineup. We got an all-bronze catchers round. We did not get Gary Sanchez, sadly. So now we're forced to take somebody. And we're going to take Kevin Smith right here, just a random pick. Magnus Sierra. See, this is what we like to see. 98 speed. Boom. You're automatically our speed option off the bench. Frazier. Boom. Lefty. Off the bench bat. We love to see. And here's where it gets tricky. Colton Wong is decent. I like his fielding, and I do need a lefty in my lineup. But Dansby could get an upgrade to gold. I'm going to go with Wong here just because I need another lefty to mix things up. Winding down in the draft, last 2 picks, we got Key Boom Boom, Brock Holt, Cooper, Garrett Cooper, and we got Ryan Braun. We have our bench bats versus lefties. Key Boom Boom, we don't really need. We're going to go Brock Holt. He's a utility man, plays everywhere besides catcher. We like to see that. And pitcher, of course, in our last pick. I told you guys about CJ Cron. Bench bet versus lefty is absolutely beautiful. Howie Kendrick is very, very good as well. I think I'm going to go David Dahl here to start in our outfield. The fielding out there is not going to be pretty. But it's whatever. It's whatever. So now we're going to set this lineup. I think I'm going to move Sandoval already. I'm going to move Sandoval to catcher right there. So these are bench bats. Clint is also going to be a bench bat. And, ooh, do I have to start Clint? I really don't want to do... I'll do that. And so, yeah, that's the video. Here, these are your best tips to get from one of your best sources. 61 power is not pretty, but we'll have to do what we do. We're going to go Robert, Singer, Jackie, Seager, Robert, Sandoval, Encard. Okay, so that's not a bad lineup. I will see y'all later. Appreciate you guys watching. Let me know if you want any tips for Ranked Season, Showdown Extreme, anything more BR tips. Let me know. Appreciate y'all watching. Peace.